Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. It is Tuesday, which means it is reset day in the tower. All the activities have reset. You can get your rewards back, and the guns at all the vendors have re-rolled their perks. So what I like to do on the reset video, the God Roll reset video, is go around to each one of the vendors in the tower, look at all the guns, see what's good, see what I like, and see what I prefer. So if you're looking for any specific vendor, there'll be some timestamps in the pinned comment below, and it'll let you know where each one is in the video. But we're going to start off at New Monarchy, hit up Crucible, then we'll go find the Vanguard, hit Dead Orbit, and end at Future War Cult. That seems to be the typical process that I go through, so that's what we're going to do today. So let's start off by talking to Executor Hideo and say, hello Hideo, how are you doing? So he's got some guns down here, so let's take a look at what he's got. First up, we have the Assembly 2 Auto Rifle. High rate of fire, low impact auto rifle. It's got the OEG, the quick draw, and the reflex scope. It's got armor-piercing rounds, hip fire, spray and play, small bore, and persistence. A little bit of stability out of there, and some hip fire. Not a bad gun. It'll do all right, but I've just found it doesn't have the good. It doesn't have base stability good enough to get by with me. So there's some more better choices. So I always kind of pass right by that one. Next up, we have the Free Will 3 hand cannon. It's got the quick draw, the sure shot, and the true sight. It's got armor-piercing, hip fire, hot swap, hammer forge, and rangefinder. Hammer forge, rangefinder, and hip fire. You can run this one like the last word a little bit with that hip fire. ADS for the rangefinder. That's an interesting gun right there. Let me know if you pick that up and you use it and you think it's any good, because it's not too bad. Not too bad as far as what I see on that gun. Next up, we have the Impeacher V sidearm. It's got the quick draw, the fast draw, and the true sight. Armor-piercing rounds, hip fire, Zen moment, fitted stock, and reactive reload. I like this right here. I like Zen moment on a sidearm. Hip fire is probably pretty cool. I wouldn't worry too much about armor-piercing rounds, but if you hip fire a sidearm, get that Zen moment to proc, and then scope in, and then get the kill, and reactive reload will pop you another one. That's pretty good, but I'm gonna warn you, it's a sidearm, and in PvP, sidearms only have one clip, so reactive reload may be a little useless unless you like sidearms in PvE. So I've never been a big fan of reactive reload on a sidearm, just because of the fact that you have to go find the ammo and then it'll be a useful perk. So next up, we have the Bad Council 4. What you got on you? Smooth ballistics, CQB ballistics, soft ballistics, hip fire, flared magwell, hammer force around it, and crowd control. It's not bad. It's a mid-impact, mid-rate of fire shotgun, so it kind of falls into that no man's land of not being very useful. So hip fire with hammer forge and crowd control could be pretty cool, or do surrounded for PvE and get that crowd control to pop proc and just run hip fire and just keep doing it, man. So I could see this being a useful gun for PvE if you wanted to run that in certain situations. Is it solar burn? It is solar burn. This week solar burn seems to be the thing to play around with, so maybe get that and do some solar burn fun with it. It could be good. The Deposition 7 is the next one. It's a mid-impact, mid-rate of fire sniper rifle. It does have the short gaze. I like the short gaze. Skip rounds, lightweight, clown cartridge, perfect balance, and unflinching. Clown cartridge, unflinching, and lightweight could be nice. Make you a little sprightly when you're running and gunning with this, and you'll be bouncing less when getting shot at, so it could be okay. It kind of gets the job done. It's a good running gun sniper. I've used it before. It's pretty decent. Then we have the First Citizen 9 heavy machine gun. I'm looking for something fun on this. Accurized, smart drift control, field control. It has smart drift control. I want something that's super stable and run a lot of bullets through it. So this could be it. We got extended mag, perfect balance, rangefinder. So if I ran smart drift control and perfect balance, it'd be really stable. Rangefinder for the range and extended mag for the that could be a fun gun to go into PvP and blaze some people down. So let me know if you pick that up. I might be picking this up and having some fun with it, just because there's no mayhem this week though, so I don't know. I want it to be a fun gun. I want it to be useful, but I haven't quite done it yet. So let's see what Crucible's got for us. Arsight, if you don't put it in my hand, I'll be very disappointed. I just want you to put it in my hand, please. I'm waving my arms and flailing around because I want you to put it in my hand. Just put it in my hand, right here, put it in my hand. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at the Crucible guns. What do you got for me? We got the 0-Day Dilemma to start it off. An auto rifle that I really like with focus fire that I was enjoying last week. This one has the reflex, The quick draw, the OEG. I love this reflex, MD reflex for any type of gun it comes on. We got Rodeo, Grenadier, rifled barrel, hand laid stock, glass half full. It's okay. I wouldn't be too crazy about this one. Rifle barrel is going to give you some good range, but that's not anything to write home about. So we'll move on. We got the B29 Party Favor with a rangefinder, secret round, brace frame, feather mag, life support, sure shot. There's that reflex scope I like. And the OEG. This one could be good with rangefinder. Brace frame's going to move your mag down to 18. It's going to be kind of a small mag for a high rate of fire pulse rifle. Life support's good for PvP. I don't like secret round. I don't really know what it does. It does a thing, but if you miss the burst, why would you want a fourth shot to fire? So that, I don't know. Anyway, brace frame, rangefinder, it could be good. I'm not too crazy about that roll right there. The hero formula. I've heard good things about this one this week. And it's good. Firefly, explosive round, outlaw, perfect balance, take a knee with the red dot, the range lens, and the OEG rifle scope. That's very good. That's your Fatebringer roll for the week. It's a high rate of fire, low impact scout rifle though, so yeah, running and gunning with this would be a lot of fun, blowing things up and popping heads and watching them explode. There's a lot of fire happening from that gun right there, so that's a pick of the week right there. That hero formula looks good. Palindrome, are you good this week? Reactive reload, small bore, high caliber rounds, Icarus, mulligan. Yeah, it's alright. I wouldn't worry about this. There will be better options for the palindrome coming later. So if you don't have a good palindrome this week, or if you don't have a good palindrome yet, what have you been doing? Not paying attention, but just hold on to that. There'll be a good one later. Don't worry about the palindrome. Each new day fusion rifle. I'm partial to fusion rifles. There's that reflex scope that I like. Red dot OEG. Last resort. It's got knee pads. I like knee pads. Brace frame. I like brace frame. Eye of the Storm. That could be nice because as you sight in on a fusion, if you're getting shot at, it can get more accurate as you charge it. And then when it blasts off, you'll be good to go. So brace frame, knee pads, Eye of the Storm. I actually think that's a pretty good combination on fusion rifle. So each new day looks fun this week. Then we have the 44 Curtain Call with final round, small bore, quick draw, battle runner, performance bonus, linear, CQB, and aggressive. And don't worry about this one. It's kind of a no man's land of shotgun. If you want it, pick it up, but I just don't. Final round I like on a shotgun. It's a 4-round shotgun though, so final round is pretty decent. Battle runner's okay. I actually like battle runner on shotgun, so this one's okay. No range. It's kind of one of those guns that it doesn't fall into the PvP or PvE use case that most of the shotguns you want will, and it's just kind of not looked at. Then we have Anton's Rule with hot swap, snapshot, high caliber rounds, cascade, and mulligan. True sight, fast draw, quick draw. It's pretty good sidearm. I like hot swap, snapshot's good. Cascade could be good. Mulligan's okay. Missing a shot will return ammo to the magazine. That's funny on a sidearm, so I guess so. Yeah, that could be neat. Have a little bit more bullets in the mag if you're not hitting every single shot. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know. Event Horizon. We got a hidden hand. Event Horizon. No good scopes for me though. I don't like any of those scopes. Perfectionist, Grenadier, skip round, snapshot, hidden hand. So I could see snapshot, hidden hand, and Grenadier being good, but with these scopes, man, if you like these scopes, go for it. But I don't like any of those scopes, so I would not worry about that one too much. Then we have the Chaotic Neutral, actually a machine gun that I really enjoy in PvP. Handling, stock, appended magazine, rangefinder, army of one, guerrilla fighter, smooth ballistics, field choke, and aggressive ballistics. That's alright. Not the most amazing gun ever. Then we have a Something Wicked with grenades and horseshoes with huge blast radius, spray and play, and snapshot. That's really good. This is the first time I've seen this gun. I'm like, that's really good. Spray and play for the reload when you fire off your 2-shot. Snapshots when you're sighting in, grenades and horseshoes to get the kill. I would recommend picking this up. Countermass, smart drift control, and aggressive launch. Aggressive is going to give you that, ooh, interesting. So I like this. Maybe countermass? I don't know. I'd leave it on aggressive, honestly. So pick that up if you need a good PvP rocket launcher. I'm seeing that's a good choice. So let's see what the Vanguard has to say about the Crucible's willingness to give us beautiful guns. Don't worry, Roni, you're my favorite. It's not that Crucible guy. It's definitely you. I like you the most. So let's take a look at the Vanguard, see what you got for me, and see if it looks pretty good. You got a lot of competition from the Crucible vendor though, so I'm not gonna lie, Ronnie. You got a lot to live up to. So we got the Continental with third eye, perfect balance, armor piercing, danger close, rodeo. I wouldn't worry about this one. That's not very good. So you can get a lot better rolls on this gun. So just hold on to that one for later. Then we got the Parthian shot, third eye again. Ever since there's been an artifact that does that, that's kind of a wasted perk on a gun. If you want third eye, just put the artifact on. You can have it on every primary instead of running this, unless you want to run a different artifact and still have third eye. But it's kind of a takes up a slot on the perk tree. I love the Parthian shot, but I do not like this version. So you saw what was there. I didn't like it. Next up, the Angel's Advocate with Return to Cinder. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus ammo to the magazine. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus ammo to the okay. Outlaw, Who's Next, Armor Piercing, Braced Frame. That'll be a super stable gun, but you're going to have a pretty small mag. I think you go to 10 or 12 with that, so that's going to be a really small mag. Outlaw's going to be nice for the reload. If you're getting headshots, that actually works really well with Return to Cinder, because you're going to get the kills, get the headshot, get the quick reload. If you do get the kill, it'll give you some ammo back, so I don't know. I can see that being useful. Let me know if you got that one and how the perks work together, because that's interesting. How dare you? No, sir, how dare you? Hidden Hand, Rifled Barrel, Hot Swap. Ooh, and Icarus. Here's your palindrome roll that you would love to have, but it's in a How Dare You hand cannon, which that's actually a really good hand cannon. So it's a high rate of fire, so you're going to have to get 2 to the head, 1 to the body, but with this setup right here, it shouldn't be too hard to pull that off. Sure Shot, Steady Hand, Quick Draw. That's a good gun. Definitely a good gun. Don't doubt it. It's a little bit different. You got to play a little bit different with it, but it's fun. X Asterisk Rangefinder. Is this brace? Small bore. Small bore. I could do a small bore. Accelerated coils, knee pads, life support, red dot, MD reflex, OEG. I'm seeing the scope I like. Knee pads, an improvement to range and stability, and rangefinder on a fast-firing fusion rifle. I would almost go accelerated coils instead of small bore, but small bore is going to do a little bit more with your stability and range. And rangefinder. So I say run this top perk set and enjoy a fast fusion. That's a pretty good fusion rifle. I actually like fusions, so if you don't like fusions, I don't know what to tell you. Teacup Tempest, True Sight, Sure Shot, Quick Draw, Mulligan, Cascade, Lightweight, Hand-Loaded, Hot Swap. There's been better sidearms. The new Monarchy and the Crucible sidearms are better rolled than this one this week. This one's still good. I like this one. If you want a hard-hitting sidearm, if there is such a thing, that's the one to go. Have you guys been watching the coverage of the Destiny 2 beta stuff on IGN, or the Destiny 2 stuff on IGN? There's a sidearm they were using in one of the games, and it was a Luck in the Chamber sidearm. I kept hearing Luck in the Chamber go off. They didn't have a HUD, but I could hear it, and I was like, oh, that's Luck in the Chamber. How interesting. Anyway, Occam's Razor. I do not see full auto on you, so I'm kind of less interested. Final round's nice. Quick Draw, Replenish, Battle Runner. I could see Battle Runner being nice. Then we have the 7th Sense Sniper Rifle with Firefly, high rate of fire, low impact sniper rifle, almost becoming a scout rifle, explosive rounds, army of 1. Don't doubt it, that's decent. What are the scopes? View, tac, Taxis, never mind, those are bad scopes. We're not even gonna consider it. Then we have the Bone Crusher, the high impact machine gun with rifled barrel, crowd control, army of 1, and take an E. Take an E on a machine gun is actually pretty cool, because it's going to do a lot of things for you if you just slide into that gunfight and stay on your knee. So pick that up if you like it. It's not, I don't know. I mean, at this point you got a lot of marks. Start buying guns and just seeing what's fun. Then we have disassembly required with tracking, heavy payload. This will get the job done, Grenadier. If you want a tracking launcher, this one will get you. It'll get you there. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's better options. All right, that was Vanguard. Let's just bounce right on over to Iraq Jalal. He likes to rock out with his Jalals out, and we'll see. What does that mean? I don't know. That sounds really bad, though. Extremophile, what do you got? High caliber rounds, small bore, hidden hand. That could be nice right there. It hits a little bit harder and give that increased range and stability with small bore. It lowers your mag size, though, and reduces your reload a little bit. Then hidden hand to help you out. It has the MD reflex, which I like. So, I like the Extremophile this week. That's a good roll. It doesn't scream God roll. Sure shot for the enhanced target acquisition, though, for you guys that like that. So, it's got that and then the OEG. So, if you like auto rifles, that's a good auto rifle to get. Then we got the Keystone with triple tap, crowd control, high caliber rounds, snapshot, hammer forged. Ooh, I like this. This looks nice. We got the MD reflex, range lens, and the reflex scope. So, yeah, that's a good gun. That's a good scout rifle. It's really heavy hitting. And with triple tap, armor piercing, and crowd control, you're going to do a lot of work with that on bosses or on low level enemies, taking the heads off, getting crowd control to work for you. So I like that Keystone. I've used it a lot. So it's a good gun. Worlds to Come fusion rifle, small bore, Eye of the Storm, accelerated coil, snapshot. Snapshot, small bore, and Eye of the Storm probably would be the good setup on that. It has the reflex, then he has the OEG and the red dot. So interesting fusion. I'm not too crazy about it, but it's pretty good. Here's a last ditch 001, a gun that has the setup that you wish was on another gun, because full auto on this low rate of fire, high impact shotgun. Hammer forged is okay. Hip fire, flared magwell. If you want that sort of thing, it does have aggressive ballistics, field choke, linear compensator. It would be a decent shotgun if you can't get a good matador to drop, but that's not the best. Then we got the bitter edge with unflinching, small bore, mulligan, quick draw, skip rounds with the ambush. So there's your okay scout rifle with 5 rounds. I don't know. I don't like that gun. I keep rolling past it every week and just forget about it. Unto Dust. We're not even going to take a look at it. I'll mouse over it, but it's not any good. Go buy the Crucible rocket launcher if you want grenades and horseshoes. So let's roll upstairs. We got a little bit of a package to open. So once we look through the Future War Cult weapons, I'll open that package, see if we get anything good out of there. But we got one vendor left. Hello, Lakshmi. What do you have for me, Lakshmi? Hi. Yeah, I know you're gonna give me some loot. We'll get that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. We got the Wail to talk about. Hammer forged, explosive rounds, hidden hand, hot swap, lightweight with the steady hand, the sure shot, and the quick draw. Guys, if you've not tried the Wail with explosive rounds, this gun's a lot of fun. So we might run this one later. But it's got hammer forged for the range, hidden hand for the hitting the heads, if that's what you want to say, and then a hot swap if you want to switch off of hammer forge and run it like that. But that Wail's really good. I like the Wail. So next up we have the Waltz, a good pulse rifle, rangefinder, hammer forged, Eye of the Storm, lightweight, high caliber rounds. You get some good range out of it. It's got decent stability. I actually want a little bit more stability on it, but that's okay. Then next up you have the Waiting fusion rifle. We got rangefinder, performance bonus, snapshot, accelerated coils, and perfect balance. Good stability, good range. I could see snapshot being the nice thing to run. It does have the reflex, the red dot, and the OEG. Improves handling on all of these. I like the reflex, so could be a good setup right here. I've seen better versions of this, but that's still really good as far as fusion rifles go. Then we got the Wounded with crowd control, triple tap. Yes, please. Snapshot, armor piercing. I love this gun. I love this gun, and that's a good setup. This gun hardly ever rolls with a bad setup. So triple tap, crowd control, very good. Snapshot or armor piercing, whichever one you want to run. I'll probably run snapshot. The range lens, the OEG, and the red dot. I like that. The Wounded, good gun. Get it if you need a solid scout rifle to do everything, PvE and PvP. The Wormwood, your top of the meta to you. Sidearm, reactive reload. We've talked about reactive reload on the sidearm. Hand-loaded, relentless tracker, snapshot, armor-piercing rounds. So you get extra range, you get the snapshot, and run reactive reload. Be a good one. True sight, fast draw, quick draw on the Wormwood. Solid gun. And then finally, the Warpath. Another grenades and horseshoes rocket launchers with tripod and field scout. Hello. So max blast radius. It's kind of slow on the velocity, but it's got grenades and horseshoes and lots of rockets. So run this on your Warlock with all those rocket holding armor pieces and you'll be good to go. Hard launch, linear compensator, and aggressive launch. So whatever you want to do here, that's a really cool rocket launcher. Lots of rockets on that one, so run that one in PvP and tell me how it goes. But those are all the guns. You want to see what I get out of this box? Before I open, I want to say I will be streaming on Twitch this morning. If you want to check the link in the description, or it should have a little notification if you're watching this while I'm live. Should be a little icon on the screen that shows my Twitch channel. Go click that and come hang out. We'll be doing Nightfalls and all sorts of weekly reset stuff. And if you haven't subscribed, you should do that. Leave a like if you do enjoy this video. And my name is Death from Above. And it's the Waltz. So let's see what we got. Death from Above. We got Feeding Frenzy, Glass Outfold, Perfect Balance, High Caliber Rounds, Quick Draw, Red Dot, Steady Hand, OEG. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I'll probably keep it since I'm on PlayStation right now. I don't know where I'll be on stream, either Xbox or PlayStation, but I look to see you there. Come by the stream. Come back to the Twitch channel. I do stream on the YouTube channel a lot. But until then, until next time, I'm Death from Above, and I really need you to put it in my hand. Please do it. See you, bye.